Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Solving Problems in My Farm. My name is Karla Garcia, Hort Americas Technical Service and Consultant, and today we're going to be speaking about how the electrical conductivity can affect us in our hydroponic systems and how should we select products in order to maintain a better management in our systems. Electrical conductivity is the measurement that we use to know the amount of salts that we have present in our nutrient solutions. And the unit that we use to measure this is microsiemens per centimeter. It is important then to know that there is a relation between the compounds that we are adding in our nutrient solution and our electrical conductivity. If you ask me, is possible to calculate how much electrical conductivity is going to rise if I'm adding a specific compound? The answer is yes, we can do it. It's not that simple because it will depend on the type of compound that you are adding, but let's do an example. When we add components in our hydroponic system, it could be organic or it could be traditional, it is important to check the product and what is present in the product. For example, one good example is Chilean nitrate, which is a very common source of nitrogen used in organic systems, one of the few options available. So in this case, this product contains nitrate, but we need to know the source of nitrogen in this case, which is sodium nitrate. So by adding this product, we're adding nitrogen and we are adding sodium. Here is the formula that is present on the product. We can also learn that it's also adding a little bit of potassium. So every time you are selecting a product, it is very important to check the label to see what is in the content of the product and to look the source of the element that you want to add. So in this case, we're adding sodium nitrate. And sodium is, of course, a salt and is going to affect our electrical conductivity. If I want to calculate the electrical conductivity that is going to rise by adding this product, I need obviously to check what is inside of the product. In this case, we have sodium nitrate. So sodium nitrate will have a specific conductivity factor that is going to increase our EC. That's why it's not that simple to calculate the increase in EC, but in this case, we need to look for the conductivity factor for this specific compound, which is sodium nitrate. So the electrical conductivity can be affected by temperature. So in this case, I'm going to use standard temperature 25 degrees Celsius to provide information. So for example, for sodium nitrate, you can look for the conductivity factor, and in this case, it would be an increase of 1 microsiemens per centimeter when we add 1 gram per liter of sodium nitrate. So this is specific for sodium nitrate. So if you have this information and you know that you are going to add, let's say, 0.6 grams per liter of sodium nitrate into your system, you then can do a quick calculation. Here we have a rule of 3, and then you can calculate how much the electrical conductivity is going to increase by adding this specific compound. If we continue working with this same example, we can also calculate the parts per million of nitrogen that can be added by adding 0.6 grams per liter of Chilean nitrate into our system. In here, you just need to look for the label. In this case, we have 15% of nitrogen. So the first thing that you need to do is make a conversion from grams per liter to milligrams per liter, and then multiply by 0.15, which is calculating 15%, and you will then know that you are adding 90 parts per million of nitrogen, which are going to increase your EC by 0.6 microsiemens per centimeter, which in comparison to other products can be a relatively high EC increase. And why this is important, or why should I check these kind of calculations or to pay attention to this kind of products? When you are working in a closed system in hydroponics, you will have a build-up of salts, right? So depending on the products that you are using, you can have a tendency to have a, let's say, a more challenging management of your system. And of course, it will be better if you can add a product that can add the specific element that you want in your system without adding other salts that can affect your electrical conductivity. For example, here we have AB Organics. So this is a product that is made to be able to increase nitrogen in hydroponic systems. And as you can see in the formula, we are only adding nitrogen in here. And this source of nitrogen will not affect the electrical conductivity as the same rate we see in, for example, Chilean nitrate. For organic production right now, there are not a lot of products available. So we need to look for the specific products and new products that have been developed in order to keep the quality of the system and to have an easier management of the system. This will avoid you a lot of problems and also save you money. And that's all the information for today. I just wanted to quickly summarize important information so you can learn how to manage your system better and how to select better products. Remember, my name is Karla Garcia, Hort Americas service and consultant. Please subscribe if you would like to continue learning about controlled environment agriculture. Don't forget to leave comments and questions. Bye-bye.